What is the value of true friendship? Over the years, Shirley Hellsberg and Sue Massman turned their dynamic relationship into a friendship with Rose Brooks and the mission to stop the cycle of domestic violence.
Two ladies that I think have been very much on scene from day one, that have turned the spotlight on this problem and have brought a lot of attention to Rose Brooks and the wonderful programs that reside in Rose Brooks, or Shirley Hellsberg and Sue Massman. These are two women that are real leaders. The rest of the community is very much aware of their leadership, and as a result of that leadership, places like Rose Brooks have flourished and will continue to do the good things that they have been accomplishing.
I just hope that, they will continue to financially support and be advocates, and, if there can be opportunities within corporate headquarters and things to have programs where they talk about things, because you never know who the person is that's being abused. I mean, people still, it happens in all socio-economic, educational homes. I mean, we don't know where it's happening. So I think the more we can educate the community, and it takes financial backing to do that.
I think that Rose Brooks is a very important cause to my mother, and she would hope that Kansas City would remain open to Rose Brooks and generous to Rose Brooks. It really does affect our society here in Kansas City. So she would say, open those checkbooks and send your money, and volunteer if you can. Do whatever you can for Rose Brooks.
Since Shirley and Sue's creation of Cabaret, the event has raised $4 million for Rose Brooks Center over the last 20 years.
Thank you, God, for Shirley and Sue, because they really got us off the ground in a much bigger way than I think either one of them realized. Their yes to doing that was probably the biggest yes we ever got.
Money raised by Cabaret has made the difference for many whose lives seemed hopeless. Every year, 25,000 bed nights are provided by the emergency shelter. For the last 20 years, the 24-hour crisis line has taken 50,000 calls from women and children in desperate need of help. Ms. Rose Brooks passed away in 1978 after many years of personally taking in sick children and homeless individuals. Her family donated her home as the first Rose Brooks shelter. Rose left her kindness, compassion, and legacy with a group of concerned citizens.
Anything that I could do working with Sue Massman was fun, and I knew we'd have a good time. So it was really the need, the caring, and then the idea of doing something that would bring operating dollars to Rose Brooks. And we were in this, old home then that needed lots of repair and lots of support. So it was just, the idea of it was important and it needed to be done.
This was the site of the last emergency shelter, which had room for 50 beds. Then, in 2001, Rose Brooks Center was able to expand and house its services and programs all under one roof. It is now Missouri's largest, one-site, full continuum of care domestic violence agency.
I hope that individuals and corporate and everyone continues to see how important Rose Brooks is and other shelters in protecting women and children, and realize that it takes financial support to do the things that need to be done. And I think that we could do more if we had larger facilities.
In addition to providing shelter, Rose Brooks Center also helps women and children break the cycle of domestic violence with community advocacy and prevention programs.
There's such a cycle in domestic violence, and I think that both Sue and Shirley grabbed that idea that that domestic violence isn't just a little one-time thing. It continues in a cycle. It was a real education for our community to find out what domestic violence was all about.
What Shirley and Sue were able to do back in 20 years ago was really, they were pioneers for the rights of women. They were able to bring in the social consciousness the issue of domestic violence in the Kansas City area. And because of their work, we were able to provide financial support for an agency that is able to provide hope for women when they walk in our door. Hope that they can start a different life, one that's free of violence, one that they can become who they really want to be, and not something that is trapped inside a house with someone who's being abusive to them. So I just really thank them for being able to make that happen.
Rose Brooks Center gives sincere thanks to all of our volunteers. And tonight, we are pleased to give special recognition to two of our most unforgettable friends, Shirley Hellsberg and Sue Massman. Together, we walk toward a brighter tomorrow, free from domestic violence.
I would like to give them a great big hug and a thank you.